What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Taitt Show. Oh, thank you. Today I'm joined with guest Brendon Rodney. He ran in the Rio Olympics 2016. We're so proud of him. He not only competed, but he won Olympic bronze medal. We're going to be talking to him about his incredible story, everything that he's been up to, his road to Rio, and guess what? I still have to ask him, is 2020 in the future? Guys, check out for Mr. Brendon Rodney. Brendon Rodney, how are you?
I'm good, how you doing?
It's so good to finally meet you. You're back here in New York City. You won bronze in Rio. Congratulations on that achievement. I know that you definitely have a lot of people back home that are so proud of you for that achievement of what you were able to accomplish with your teammates in Rio. But before we get started on talking about all of that, let's start talking about when did you actually develop that you had a love for the sport of track and field?
I think I developed it in high school. I mean, I like soccer and I like basketball before, so I was always into those two things. But then, I started running track and I was like, I like it, and I started seeing stuff. And I think it was before the 2008 Olympics. I was in Jamaica watching the national trials, and I think that's when I realized, like, yeah, I really loved it, So I think that's kind of what pushed me to running track and being the best I could be.
So you seem to just have this athletic type of build and this athletic type of spirit of just always wanting to just be kicking a ball or running somewhere. Do you think your coaches realized the innate ability that you had, or did they feel as if you had great ability but it needed to be honed in on to get to those winning lines?
I think it was a little bit of both. They seen that I was definitely talented on in any sport that I played, but they also seen that, like, I need to find my sport and focus on it. And I guess track was kind of what I was destined to do, and that's kind of how it went down. It kind of fell into place, and I'm here now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Let me ask you, when you were running track, was the goal just to run for LIU? As we know, everyone knows in Brooklyn that you attended Long Island University. Was that just the goal, or was it to make it to the Olympics?
At first, the goal was definitely just to get to college and get a scholarship. But I mean, as an athlete, you always, or even when you're young, you're always saying, I want to be a professional athlete. And I guess the Olympics was a stepping stone for me to get to becoming a professional athlete. So once I did get to LIU and I started talking with my coach, Coach Simon, he was just like, Olympics is definitely your goal. He put it in my head before I put it in my own head.
For sure.
So then, after that, I just started working hard and, believing in myself, and things just kind of fell into place, and I made it to this Olympics and came home with a medal. So
I hear you better not say that's a stepping stone. That was a stepping mountain. Take me back to qualifying for the Olympics. What was that time like for you?
When I qualified for the Olympics, it was actually, it was a big deal because I was second man in Canadian history ever to run sub 20 in the 200. And I beat one of the guys top in the world, Andre DeGrasse.
Of course, because that was when you first got out on the field. That was like your competitor out there, and you even kind of stunned him.
Yeah.
Where it was like that was his heat, and they were like, "Oh, where did you came out from?"
Yeah.
And you took over. Yeah.
Yeah. So just that was a major event. Even in Canada, after I finished running, I got on the plane the next day, and I see commercials of myself running. So those things are kind of like, wow, I did it, and I can do it at a high level. And I think, although it happened so quickly, I never took time to just say, this happened. I just kind of was
taking that moment.
Yeah, I was trying to just move and just keep getting better instead of just relaxing and taking that moment. And I think, that's something you take, as life goes on, you learn. And I think in the future, I'm gonna learn from that, and it's just gonna make me better. So.
Of course, and it's so important to take in those moments. I remember Serena Williams had said that she never reads an article about herself. She never stops to kind of relish the moment. Yes, she relishes in the moment once you win something, but never having that moment of saying, like, I'm great. Because once we think that we're great, it's almost like a moment of satisfaction, and we're unable to boost to that next level that we don't even know about because we have just accepted that we're great, and that's that.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to run with Canada?
Well, I was born in Canada. I mean, even though I have, like, Jamaican background,
right.
My mom definitely my dad actually wanted me to run for Canada. My mom was like, run for whoever you want. So to me, it was just one of those things that I ran for Canada. I made a team. That was the thing. I was just trying to make a team at first, so Canada was the easiest way.
Would you have been satisfied to just have made the team and that be your summer?
No, because once we set out the goals from 2012, it was to make the team. But once I got to 2015, after coming back from World Championships with a medal, you know, it wasn't to make the team no more. It was to make the team and go out there and bring home a medal.
Right.
You know, I was looking to get a medal in the 200 and in the relay, but, you know, things don't happen your way all the time. But, you know, I'm still thankful for, you know, what did happen, and I'm excited about it. But definitely, just making the team definitely wasn't satisfying enough anymore. You know,
it was about winning, and you can say it's okay. I ain't come all this way just to make a team. I came to win this medal.
yeah.
And how was it also having new teammates? You had new brothers. You were on a completely different team from college. How was that that experience in adapting to that?
It's a little bit hard, but you know, I know some of the guys from before. The only difference is when you're in Brooklyn, you know, and you're with these guys every day, you used to live in a rough life. You know, if you have to go out there, somebody pushes you, the four guys that you're with in Brooklyn, they're gonna push them back.
Right,
you know
for real.
So you're not. I don't know. Those guys maybe they're not experienced to the stuff that we do in New York and stuff like that. So it's kind of, you know, adjusting who I am to kind of just fit and mold with the guys, you know, to make sure everything works and is cohesive.
And it's all about supporting each other on and off the field, being friends, you know, whether I win or whether you lose, or whether you lose and I win. It's all about putting our differences out there, knowing that we're on the same team at the end of the day. We all want to win.
Yeah.
But when you have brotherhood and when you have friendship, that's what's most important at the end of the day. Take me back to that winning day in Rio when you acquired the bronze medal. Take me back to that whole experience, even warming up for that heat when you guys knew that you had to compete together.
The warm up, we all kind of separate and do our own little warm up. You know, I'm there bouncing with music, dancing, Millie Rock, everything. But you know, these guys, everybody's just getting focused, and I'm smiling. I don't know, whenever I feel like, you know, something good's gonna happen or I'm feeling ready, I start smiling. So
we saw you. You know when they do that pan shot, but all the people do all this stuff.
So, you know, I'm smiling, you know, enjoying the time. My coach comes over, like, he's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Coach, you know I do this." You know, so I'm talking to him, we're making jokes.
And you weren't nervous in front of the millions of people that were watching all over the world?
No, I wasn't nervous. We get into the tunnel, and we're just like, you know, this is a poker game. Everybody has their straight face on, but everybody's feeling the same thing. You know, everybody's trying to fight their nerves or whatever. So it's just who's the best at doing that. So, you know, after we get into the call room, we're in the tunnel, we're like, oh, you know, they're gonna present something. And I'm like, we gotta do something.
For sure.
So, you know, we were all just kind of chilling, and then at the same time, you know, we were serious, focused on what we had to do, and you know, we kind of got the job done.
Now comes race time.
Yeah.
And you acquired the bronze medal in Rio. What was that moment like, taking in that moment?
So at first we didn't get the medal.
Right.
So we were fourth, and then, you know, I was like,
but rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
So you know, the team got disqualified and we got bumped up to third. And we were like, I was like, yo guys, you know, good job, don't worry about it, you know, keep our heads up, we can't really complain. And then, you know, good things did happen and we got the medal, so I was just like, you know, damn. You know, it doesn't really sink in at first, you know, you're just going through, you gotta do all these interviews, so you kind of really don't get a chance to soak everything in because you're doing the interviews and you're talking. And then you get back to your room and you're like, you go through your phone, you have like 300 messages.
Yo.
Did this really happen?
You did it.
Yeah, so then that's kind of how it goes. You kind of think about it and say, you know, I did what I came here to do, and you know, people are proud of me, and I'm happy that I could do it for just not me, but my family, my school, you know, everybody.
Your community.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so Brooklyn alone, you know, I always say
Brooklyn,
I always say Brooklyn's, you know, close to my heart, because you know, if I didn't come to Brooklyn, I probably wouldn't be on the stage that I am, you know. And then, you know, back at home where in Toronto, you know, we have to put on for your city as well. So.
For sure.
So you know, it's always in
the six.
It's always a combination of, you know, the six in Brooklyn, but you know, there's still major cities in it. You know, I get love everywhere I'm at, so you know, I always got to show love back, and that's kind of what I learned. Just being out here with my coach, he's always like, you know, always give back. You know, we'll be walking on the road, he sees somebody homeless, he's like, you know, I lived this life before, so I don't mind giving $100 to them, or whatever money he has in his pocket, he'll give all the money. And you know, I just learned, he's like, you know, when you give, you receive. So, you know, I learned to give back, and I'm not, you know, scared to do that now. So that's kind of one of the things that he kind of instilled in me.
That's awesome, and I think giving back is just such an important thing to have a part of your legacy. It's an important characteristic to have, because as we continually give and as we continually win, there are people always looking at you, no matter if you don't think they're looking at you, they're looking at you. And I know that it's making a difference in their lives by you giving back to them. And what would one thing be that you would tell your younger self as a bronze medalist today? What would you tell that boy who was running track in high school?
Take it more serious. That was one of the things I would definitely tell my younger self. And then, you know, take education as, you know, a little bit more serious, just because those were kind of the stepping stones to get me to where I am now. If I was, you know, if I'm doing my education, I can get to college. Once you get to college, you learn more stuff. So just learning, just me being in college and I'm learning from my teachers, my coaches, you know, everybody around me, that's just part of education. So I think all those things were great, and those kind of, you know, those are the things I would tell my younger self.
Of course, and look what happened. Hard work and dedication, that you get to wear a bronze medal.
Yeah.
So while you relish in the moment, I know you won 2016 bronze.
Yeah.
Tell me, what are some of your future goals that you look to acquire in the coming years?
Definitely, you know, next year's World Championship, so we definitely, I'm definitely looking to get 2 medals, or maybe 3, you know.
Gold? Gold?
You're definitely going for the gold, you know. If you go into any competition and you don't look to win, then
that's a problem.
You already lost,
Right.
So, you know, I'm definitely looking to go out there and win. You know, even though there's Usain Bolt, you still got to compete against.
That's right. You still, no matter how many memes they come up with, you still keep going, bro.
Yeah, you definitely. And you know, 2020 is definitely in the you know, my forecast. So other than that, you know, I'm always looking to give back, helping out. I'm definitely gonna help out at LIU, you know, because they've done a lot for me. So, you know, I want to give back.
That's right.
And then, you know, other things, whatever comes my ways where I can give back or I can help somebody, definitely, you know, willing to do that, and I'm available. So for now, I'm just, you know, enjoying it. But
enjoy.
As time goes, you know, business is definitely going to take, you know, precedent, and I'm going to go out there and just do what I have to do.
That's what's up, Brendon. Well, Brendon, I want to thank you for sharing your incredible story. I want to congratulate you on bringing back to Brooklyn Olympic bronze medal. You have so much to be proud of. I hope that you continually, day by day, you realize what you've accomplished, how rare it is to do that, and that you continue to just work twice as hard to bring home the gold in 2020. And I mean, I hope that we'll be sitting down again in 4 years, and that I'll be able to congratulate you as a gold medalist. We salute you. We wish you nothing more than the best. You keep on doing what you're doing, and we'll be cheering you on from the sidelines.
Thank you very much. You know, thanks for having me.
Of course, I appreciate it. Well, that's all for the Phil Taitt Show. I want to thank Brendon for coming down here to share his incredible story. He definitely had a lot to share with us about what it's like being a medalist, putting in hard work, never giving up, and amongst everything, having the endurance. That's all for the Phil Taitt Show, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.